Okay, for our read aloud today, it is not from our book as it has been some of the past few days. It's going to be, you okay there, Ray? Yeah. It is going to be from our projection, our digital images that I'm going to show you, and I'll read aloud. So do you have anything you can follow along with?
Yes.
No, well, you can look up there, but do you have words you can follow along with today? No, so you're going to have to make sure, even more than ever today, you're attentive and you're listening to the read aloud, because I only do it once. You don't have that option or that chance to go back and look for it again. So today we are going to be reading, our title of today's reading is called Augustus Caesar and the Decline of the Roman Empire. So we're going to be reading about the decline. What does that word decline mean? Okay, so what do you think that word decline means?
Take it away.
To take away? Yeah, I could see that a little bit with it. Cooper?
Like disagree.
Not to disagree. Yep.
It's wrong.
Not wrong, no. Yep.
Is it like argue?
Not to argue. Okay, decline is going to be one of our words today, but it just means to drop in numbers or to drop in quality of something. So when we're talking about the decline of Rome, and do you think they're talking about dropping down in numbers or dropping down in quality? Quality. So we're going to be looking at that a little bit today. So what do you expect to be hearing and reading about if we're talking about the decline in something? If we're talking about the decline in the Roman Empire, what could we be reading about today? No clues. If we know decline means it's going down, and we're reading about the decline in the Roman Empire. Joey, what do you think?
It's not doing as much. It's like going down like quality kind of.
It could, so maybe not as good. It might be going down in quality a little bit. Yep.
It's getting too old.
It might be getting old, possibly. Zoe?
Then what are we talking about again?
Going to be hard to answer it, right? So we're talking about the decline of Rome, what that might mean.
And that means like breaking down.
Possibly. So we see up here our first vocabulary word today, and that first vocabulary word is decline. And it's just a drop in numbers or quality. So we see that line trending down, right? And that's what we're going to be reading about today is kind of Rome in general, trending down, not being what it maybe used to be. Today, as I read, I want you guys to listen for reasons that the Roman Empire declined or kind of went down. What we are going to do today is as we read, we actually have an activity page that you're going to be filling out. And this can be found on page 125. So your readers can be put away, and we'll turn our activity notebook to page 125. I will throw them away if they are out again. Push your reader away and have activity notebook out to page 125. And we'll talk about it and go over vocabulary. So on this today, it's this organizer. In the middle, it says Decline of Roman Empire, and it gives 4 boxes. So in there, you're going to come up with 4 reasons from our read aloud today that the Roman Empire declined, okay? So from our read aloud, as I read today, you're going to put in 4 reasons the Roman Empire declined. We're already on it, but our first vocabulary is that word decline, and that's what we're reading about, the decline in the Roman Empire. So we have a drop in numbers or quality for decline. So we're going to be thinking about how Rome may have dropped in quality or in numbers. So kind of what's happening there with Rome. Our next word is going to be the word horde. What's our word? Horde. And this one, in this meaning today, it's going to be a large crowd. It's like a horde of people gathered together. We're just talking about a large crowd. We have the word invasion. What's our word? Invasion. Now, we've gone over invasions quite a few times. We've read about how Julius Caesar invaded other countries, but we're going to see today that an invasion is when an enemy army enters your land to attack. So their purpose is they're entering it and they want to attack. Julius Caesar did that a lot, right? We know that his goal was to invade other areas and expand the Roman Empire. Today, we're going to read about an invasion again today. We have the mercenary. What's our word?
Mercenary.
This one's kind of funny. We've got that CE in the middle saying this in mercenary. And the mercenary are going to be soldiers who will fight for any country as long as they're paid to do so. So these soldiers, they'll be like, oh, I'm from Rome, but you want me to go and fight over here? Okay, I'll go ahead and do it. Just pay me. So they'll fight for anybody, any country, as long as you pay them to do it. Right? So could there be some really good soldiers you get as long as you give them the money to do it? And our next one is the word witness. Witness just means to see something happen. How many of you have ever witnessed something amazing? Maybe not the most amazing thing, but I witnessed my dog jump over my 4-year-old's head the other day. I kid you not. He may have been on his knees, but it was still super cool. I witnessed it. I saw it happen. How many of you have witnessed something super scary before? I've witnessed a car wreck before. It's scary, right? So you're seeing something happen. Again, as I read today, you will be filling out 11.2, page 125, and you are going to be coming up with reasons that there was the decline of the Roman Empire.